Who would like to get started today in the HeartLink Network with your 2-minute spotlight? Kari? Okay, great. So we just had, for those of you watching on Facebook, we just had, well, you already heard all of this, but if you're watching this on YouTube, we just had a great introduction, but I forgot to record it. So we are starting now with this section of our HeartLink Network meeting where everyone gets showcased. So we're going to start with Kari, and go ahead, Kari.
Good morning, ladies. I am Kari Woodson. I am a health and wellness educator with Arbonne. I live in Orange County. I'm married, a mom of triplet daughters that are now 24. So that's me. It is Breast Cancer Month, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I'm a 2-year breast cancer survivor. So I'm just really passionate about helping women become really a better you and feel more confident in your own skin. So whether that's making healthier choices through what you're eating or what you're putting on your skin, I represent Arbonne, which has clean, vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free products, everything from nutrition, skincare, cosmetics. And I am just passionate about helping people be educated consumers. I think, especially as a breast cancer survivor, it's so important to know what you're putting on your body and in your body. So I guess my asks today would be, if you know somebody that wants to, fit in their clothes better, reset button on their health, I'd love to chat and see how our 30-day to healthy living program, or really just incorporating some healthier choices might help. I am looking for people to teach and train to do what I do. I'm looking to build my team. If you know anybody that could use an extra stream of income or want their own online business, I'd love a referral. And third, I'm looking for ladies to host a fun, quick 15-minute virtual party. You just gather a few friends. I share a little bit about Arbonne. Right now we have some new skincare products, holiday collection. So I'd love to find some hosts for the month of October, and you will get some free and discounted products from me. And so, yeah, that's me. I do have a Facebook group, which I can share in the chat, where I just provide healthy living tips, recipes, product info, giveaways, fun things like that. So love to have you join if you're not already a member. So Kari Woodson with Arbonne, healthy living inside and out.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kari. You do a great job helping people get healthy. And I believe in the concept of we complete, not compete. It's a message that I think is really important, because that's a message of abundance. And Kari uses my health and wellness product, and I use hers. And I do use a lot of health and wellness products, because it's not all about mine. I mean, mine is definitely required. I believe nobody's eating enough fruits and vegetables, and it's foundational, but I would never call it the end all be all. There's if you could layer, there's other things that you need for your health. So I believe in, we complete, whatever industry you're in, we complete, not compete. So I encourage you to, if there's somebody that you would think might be competition, I encourage you to meet with them and be open to discovering what they offer and how it might complement what you do. Because I know there's a lot of health and wellness companies that offer other things that my company doesn't offer. So if we can complement that way, then your health is even better. So, okay, great, Kari. Let's move to, oh, you know what? What did I do? Oh, I went way into this too quick, because we've got the spotlight speaker and I've pumped her up. I mean, she's talking about Pinterest, and she's the only person I know that's an expert in Pinterest. So we're going to thank you for your wonderful spotlight, Kari, but we're going to shift before we get into everyone else's, and we're going to give Heather the stage. So Heather, go ahead and share with us what you know.
All right. Well, first of all, hi, ladies. I think a lot of you have new faces, so I can't wait to get an opportunity to talk with you and get to know you better. But I'm Heather Chee. Thank you so much, Caprice, for the great intro. Just as Caprice had shared, I'm actually in the Pinterest world of things. So we'll kind of dove into that in a couple minutes, but a little background on me. I actually, previous to this, starting my own company, worked in corporate fashion, actually in New York City. So fast-paced environment, had a wonderful opportunity to learn about different cultures, travel the world, and develop clothing, and make women feel better about themselves. That's really what drives me as to why I went into that. But as I became a mom to a now 15-month-old, I started seeing that lens of the world a little bit differently, which I'm sure many of you can relate to, right? So I said to myself, really, is that, the purposeful life, right? Can I balance being a good mom with this industry that I've, built myself up in and been successful with? And that's when I started saying, wow, it might be time to kind of shift, right? We always have that new beginning or that pivotal moment that then shifts us into, our new destiny and our new purpose for life. But today, before I really dove into, Pinterest in itself, let's talk about vision. Right. So there's so many visions that we have for our own lives, right? Whether that's a personal or a business vision. So I just want us to think about what that means to all of us today. And really, what are visions, right? So when you define the word vision by the English dictionary, it's the ability to see, eyesight, something that you imagine, a picture that's in your mind, something you see again or dream, especially as part of a religious or supernatural experience. So I just, again, wanted us to focus on this word vision. So basically those visions, right, for you, again, would be something that's a feeling of an image or represents something mentally or physically for us. We may have vision boards that we have that are related to our lives, right, either physical or digital. So I just want to give you an easy example of something like that in my life. Again, I'm a fashion guru. So back in the early 90s, when magazines were the thing, right? Whether we got our home subscriptions sent to our mailboxes or those Vogue magazines for me, I would wait and anxiously go through those pages and tear out those images. So back then, I'm a teenager, right? So basically a champagne taste on a beer diet, if you will. Those Louis Vuitton bags were very unreachable at that time in my life, but they were still something in that look and I wanted to achieve, right? So I would tear out those pages. I would have a cork board in my room and I would just assort those. And those became my vision board of how I wanted to assort my wardrobe. So again, maybe I wasn't at that monetary level to actually invest specifically and go on that website and make that transaction, but I was actually building my wardrobe, my vision for that. So again, I wanted to talk about this in our lives. And if you want to just shift right now, imagine yourself in a room and all you see in front of you is a whiteboard and you have your business name on that whiteboard. Right now it's blank. Start thinking for a moment, what images, what pictures would you put on that board that would represent your business, your mission, something that inspires you? Think about your business and how it either solves a problem for somebody or it inspires somebody to do something. So now do you start seeing that vision board coming together? Are you starting to see some of those photos of your life and what that purpose means for your business up on that whiteboard? Are there certain words, certain quotes that have been monumental to your business that again would represent who you are? So as we kind of take a moment to think about what this might look like, imagine yourself still in this room and you have somebody else coming into this room and you take a step back and they're looking at that whiteboard that you've now filled with those photos, those images that represent your business. How do you feel about how they would look at that? Would they truly understand without words what your purpose, what your business may stand for? I know this is kind of a lot but I want us to get this understanding of what visual stimulation does for us, right? Every day we're inundated with commercials or some kind of feeling, something that is stimulating us by sight. And so what I wanted to do was really dig into this word vision and this eyesight that is stimulating for us so that we can kind of understand at the end of the day, that's what Pinterest is. So that vision board that you were just visioning, right, in our minds, that whiteboard, that became some images that were inspiring, representative of your business, that somebody else could see and understand. That's really the crux of what Pinterest does. It's a digitized version of a vision board. So many of us hear Pinterest and we think recipes, right? We think home decor. There's so much possibilities that go beyond that. We're talking about a 400 million active user network, and that's a global number per month. So there's a lot of legs, a lot of eyes on this we call it a visual platform that is like a Google, right? So the easiest way I like to explain Pinterest is if you go to Google, right, you're in a search bar, you're going to search a word and a bunch of other words are going to come up. Pinterest is the vision or the picture version of that. So in Pinterest, you're going to go in, you're going to put in black sandals, right? All that's going to come up are these photos of black sandals. It's not words. So it's a visual search engine. So I like to differentiate that as one. There's a lot of misnomers out there that Pinterest is another social media platform. It's actually a visual search engine. And when you can understand that part, you really understand what it actually is. So within this $400 million or 400 million active user network, we have people that are very engaged. So the average user is in one setting. Now, again, this is average. So some are going to be a little bit less, but a lot are going to be more, 14 minutes per user. And Pinterest has become a place in the 11 years it's existed as a place of inspiration or solving a problem. So it becomes a very powerful tool when we think back to where I was first discussing, right? This whole vision and what does your brand stand for? So what you would do is you create a Pinterest profile and you create board names based on what your business represents. So let's just say you're in the health arena. So Carrie was talking earlier about what she does as more of a coaching, right? Or as a healthy living. There may be a board that's out there that she would put on for her business that's called like clean eating or clean tips. So again, somebody is coming to Pinterest, they're learning about your business, but you're providing them with a solution or an inspiration. So it's a very different way of kind of thinking outside the box with your business. But right now it's such a great time, right? Because we're in a COVID world. So maybe our physical locations have been impaired, but this is somewhere where we really can grow ourselves and our network. Just some more statistics. People who are on Pinterest are 1.5 more times likely to buy something that they see on Pinterest. So we have two types of browsers. There are going to be those intentional browsers that are going on there that are absolutely searching something in that search bar. So they're looking for those black sandals, if you will. But then we also have those non-intentional browsers. So maybe they're those moms that are up at 2 a.m. thinking about their business, right? Or just like picking the kids up from soccer practice and I have nothing else to do. So I'm going to open up my Pinterest app and I'm going to just start browsing. And then something is going to intrigue me. So there's, again, a lot of ways that we can reach these people. And they've learned that Pinterest is a place that they can go to and trust. And I'm going to make that transaction, whether it's now or later, I'm going to pin it to a board that is of interest to me so that I can do that for later. So again, having Pinterest really helps to increase your brand awareness and your reach. So let's talk about who might be ideal for Pinterest, right? So when I was talking back to that vision board, right? Your vision board for your business, how are you getting your content out there? Is that through a website? Is maybe that through an Instagram where someone can snap maybe who you are as a businesswoman, but also who you are personally? Is there maybe a service or a product that you're selling that you're continually updating on your website? Maybe you're even conveying about your life through a blog. This is all considered rich content. So what we do is we take that content and we're going to create a pin, which is a graphic bookmark to represent that content. So again, that intrigues somebody to click it, they click it, and now that gives them a gateway to whatever strategy or wherever you want to drive that traffic to. So it's a very, very powerful tool. Within the US, only about 28% of social media network is actually on Pinterest. So yes, sounds like a small number, but at the same time, it shows you it's a very unsaturated market. So now's the time to really think about adding that to your portfolio and your business toolbox, if you will. Maybe you have a YouTube, maybe you have a podcast. Again, you want to work on getting those subscriptions or getting that reach, getting the people to start following you. Again, Pinterest would be an ideal tool for you to be able to relay that message out there to your potential clientele. Again, so what do? I have this Pinterest management company where I really bring, again, that vision of who you are as a business to life through board presentation and pins. And ultimately we get you so you increase your brand awareness, you increase your reach, And you're also, again, getting those people to make that transaction. So now your income is actually increasing. So when I help to partner with you, I really help to make sure the only thing that you're having to worry about is scheduling those leads in and talking with them. So again, if you'd like to learn more, I'd love to give you a half an hour discovery call. Let's see if your business portfolio or toolbox might be right for Pinterest. And then we can talk about those services, whether that be starting you up on Pinterest, whether you have an account that might need a refresh, a jump start, or you say, hey, I just need help with those graphics to really get people to click on them. I'm also available for that. But I'd also love to talk with anyone who's interested in learning more information. And thank you guys so much for the opportunity to speak today to really get you to understand how you might be able to give your business a true and a different vision.
That was so good, Heather. So
Thank
good.
you.
The stats are so interesting. Did you say
Yeah.
only 23% are using Pinterest for business?
28% of social media people, so that might be the people that are on Facebook, that are on Instagram, are on Pinterest. So again, it seems like it's a small number, but it just shows you how unsaturated it is, right? So we know Instagram, it's so hard because we're competing against those hashtags that have like 1,500,000 people, right? And how do we make that work? Where Pinterest is a different model. So you create a pin, it lives out there for 6+ months, even longer, for years. There's no algorithm where it falls off. There's no competing for that like specific hashtag in a sense, right? Because we always have that out there. So it's a interesting stat in the sense that it just shows you what an unsaturated market it is at this point.
So why do you think that it's not being utilized more for business?
So I think what's very interesting is, again, like I said, it's 11 years old. So people have gotten used to it being a place to be inspired. And I'm sure many of you heard the word Pinterest, you thought of home decor, right? Or some kind of recipes. And that's really what it birthed itself as. As it's been evolving, that's where that business element has been coming in. So I think from a business perspective, people aren't seeing it yet for what its potential is, because it's been such a personal part of people's lives.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But that's where we're headed with all social media, is that authenticity, that vulnerability. People want to get that magnifying lens view into other people's lives. And so businesses are going that direction. A lot of them. There still are some businesses that need to, get to show up with their suit on and looking more professional because they're, super experts in something that's a business that requires that. But in general, even those people, I have a friend she's a financial advisor, and she is brilliant. And she gave a presentation that was very serious, but at some point she almost had tears in her eyes. She was so genuine that you could just feel like, even though it was a serious topic, you just trusted her, because you could basically feel her as a human being that wants to help people from a genuine place. And, we're all in business to earn money. I mean, some of us would do what we're doing just for fun and no money, maybe. But we all are trying to build our lives, fulfill our dreams, take care of our families, invest in our health. And so, it's amazing to be able to do it in an authentic way where you can still be human and still, not just have this facade of just, I'm in business, here's my business card, buy from me, So
exactly. And it's like building, first of all, it's like that human element, right? I feel like when all these social media platforms first came out, it was like polished, perfect filter. We all know, especially now with COVID, when you're homeschooling, whatever, your life is a mess, and it's okay. It's okay. We want that human element. And to your point, Caprice, it's like being able to be on Pinterest, you're able, or even any social media platform, to show that human side of yourself, right? And where people can, because you're maybe not meeting virtually or even face to face, right? Many times people are just poking around and they find you. They're already building that know, like, and trust with you through that material that you're putting out there. So it's very, very powerful if you think about it in that sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is great. Rosalie, we'll take a question and then we'll move on. I'm giving Heather Dolly's time. because Dolly doesn't.
We're thinking of Dolly right now. She's
I don't look anything like from Israel, but anyway. I actually been a consumer of Pinterest for a long time, like probably at least 5-7 years.
wonderful.
I love looking at stuff. I have a gazillion boards that I save, and it's mostly not even home decor. But it's about creative arts and things like that.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and it's at one time, because I do business that deal with more things that you can touch and feel than wear. So I thought about doing it, not really knowing how. But also one of the things that somebody told me once, or maybe I read somewhere, that got me more interested is that with Pinterest, there is really no dialogue per se with the people that's seen it. Not like Instagram. If somebody posts a comment, or Facebook, you feel like you gotta immediately, get on there. And I'm so freaking lazy with that, or I'm just not on my computer, on my phone all the time. I don't like to type messages on my phone, so I have to wait until I get to my desktop, and then it's just too late, or whatever the case may be. So I thought about it, because it's sort of like it's out there, people see you, they know you, but it's not like I don't have to talk to them that much. I rather do face to face.
Okay, now I know why all these years you rarely comment in the Facebook.
I'll keep hyper on the phone. So anyway,
Heather has strategies for that. I've talked to her about that, because and although mine is I want to talk to more people, so she has really great creative strategies, and that's why take it offline with her and have some conversations, because that I promise you that you will learn just from the discovery talk, because I know I did. And right now, social media, if you aren't on social media with your business, and especially if you're not doing video and going live, I heard someone say, an expert the other day that you would all know, he said, your business is dead. So it sounds extreme, but that's just the way we're going. So I encourage you to talk to Heather. I encourage you to jump in. Some of you have already. Thank you. I'm hosting a 28-day group coaching on social media 101. It's a crash course in raising your visibility in Facebook and Instagram. And so that starts on Monday. If you want to get into that, I'll post the link, and go ahead. It's very, really affordable. It's my first one. So I just really, I will learn from you too, as far as what people's needs are, but I'm excited because I have a lot of content. I've got years, even before businesses started to use Instagram and Facebook, I was in the music industry. So it's, and we pretty much followed that. So it's a lot of great content. So definitely get to know more about how to post so that your posts are seen, because I see so many people posting and they think that people are seeing it. And the reality is that it's not getting any engagement. And what's the point of you taking the time to post something, take that valuable time of yours, and you're sitting back expecting people to comment and nobody's seen it because Facebook's hiding it. So I'm going to teach people ways to make Facebook love you, so that they want to reward you by showing your post to more people. So anyway, so thank you, Heather. That was amazing.
Thank you, guys. So I'll put my information in the chat, and I'd also encourage, I'll give you my Facebook. I give a lot of free tips there. So even if you're like, I'm not ready, but I would love some free tips, love for you to check it out. I have a lot of videos up there as well, and I have a website and all. So I'll put that in the chat.
Do you live in New York, Heather?
Okay, and then can we, oh, sorry, what'd you say, Rosalie?
I noticed, I went on Facebook already and looked at her. She's from New York. She's in New
Yes.
York.
Well, I used to live in New York. I'm in Orange County now, in Huntington Beach, but 2.5 years. But yes, I lived in New York for a long time. I went to school, fashion school there. Yep.
Yeah, fashion school, New York goes hand in hand. Yep. Okay, so Heather, thank you again. And what I'd like to ask today is, everybody's put their information in the chat. And by the way, I already created the roster. So I'll have the roster emailed to you today. My goal is to get that to you quicker, because your goal, gets to be, I like to say get rather than need. I learned that from my coach. Your goal gets to be that you're going to follow up with each person within, 48 hours. And it may not be a conversation, but maybe just, it was nice meeting you. Look forward to learning more about you. But the key is within 48 hours of meeting people to do that. So I, have not been great at turning that roster around ASAP. So I made sure that today I got it all prepared. So it'll be out by the end of today. So you can follow up in that time frame. And what I'd like to ask you to do is, if you're looking at Facebook, if you're in a convenient place, I'm streaming it live into our HeartLink Network, SoCal and Virtually Facebook group. Go ahead and put your contact information in the comment stream of the live, because then as people are watching, it'll draw more people to seeing the live. And then they'll also get to see, who's speaking and how to contact them. So after you speak, put your information in the Facebook comments if that's convenient for you right now. Okay, sound good? Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to move forward with the rest of our 2-minute showcases of each of you. So Kari went first before our spotlight speaker. See how special you are, Kari? So who would like to go next? Okay, Cara Maldonado.
So do we get 4 minutes since we're the dual team here?
Absolutely. Oh, sure. Why don't we do that? So you'll just be absolutely do 4 minutes of whatever you'd like.
Okay, so I'm Cara Maldonado of Ray of Light. I do cryotherapy to make you feel better from inside and out, thin you, tone you, lymphatic drainage, all that great stuff. What I want to talk about more today is the event that we're having November 8th. From 3 to 5 at 9 Rounds, Laguna Niguel. We're going to be there introducing the program that I've rolled out that encompasses your fitness, your nutrition, your supplements, the cryo skin, personal trainers, all that extra great stuff to get you, whip you into shape. Right. And also I've opened it up again because I'm like with you, Lauren, I believe in cross referring and promoting and supporting all us women. So I'm doing swag bags. And if anybody has anything that they want to get out there, if they can't be at the event, but they want me to pass along discounts or samples or anything, DM me and let me know so that we can add those into the bag and promote you as well while we're, we already have 30 people confirmed. So, I'm super excited and hope some of you guys can be there. And Susan, take it away.
Hi, I'm Suzanne. I'm a licensed esthetician and I am providing services currently. You can check out my Facebook page. It's Age Later in the OC. And if you want to book an appointment, I'm also still doing facials in a box and providing treatments and skincare products. And I got to do a shout out to this girl because we're just doing cryo. I've had 4 spinal surgeries, and so I'm always in pain. And so I'm working with Cara today on kind of like on my right hip. I've just had a lot of inflammation that we're noticing and pain. And so we just got done with the treatment and I can already feel like my right hip just feels so much better. So I got to give this girl a great shout out because we're going to finish up on the surface after this. But yeah, I'm very excited that we've hooked up together and you can start cross-selling and doing some business. So love to see all of you guys.
Thank you.
You still have a minute and a half. There's 2 of you. Go for it.
She's being quiet.
No? You don't want to use your minute and a half?
Suzanne, tell us more.
How are the 2 of you partnering?
Well,
What's the compliment? Because here's an example of we complete, not compete.
right. No, I'm learning so much about the services that Suzanne provides, which is really great. She was telling me about it. Yeah, I do facials. I don't do as many, but I can. It's more of a cryo, therapy facial type of thing. I'm more into the lymphatic drainage, breaking down the toxins, getting, the fat, cells and everything out of you. instant facelifts and double chin removal. But I mean, this woman here does, you know, she takes it a lot further if you have severe acne, rosacea, things like that. So I'm going, you know, there is room for us to start doing some things together so that my clients that, you know, have a lot more of the acne and more of the, you know, issues with their tissue, their face or whatever, and they'd want to, you know, that type of thing. I can send them, you know, to her, and, you know, I'll just make sure their double chin is removed first, and then she can take it from there. You know,
my stuff is more, I'm a skin therapist. So I do more corrective. So I do chemical peels, enzyme peels. My line is for more like if you have acne, if you want to brighten up your skin, you know, it's the dullness. Like right now, you can tell I just did a 45% lactic acid peel on my face, you know, 3 days ago, and it just glows. So I'm doing literally corrective skincare, and I have different types of machines that we don't compete with each other.
No,
that's awesome. Well, that's wonderful. I love to see HeartLink people collaborating together. I think that's another secret. I mean, it's something that I've been a fan of for the last 10 years, collaboration. I love to see more of it because we all have our networks, the people that know, like, and trust us. So as soon as you bring someone else in that you trust, you know, then they trust that person too. And, you know, they see, you know, that there's more than just that, and that there's a place for both together. And I love that when you collaborate, you're basically a resource. Like, I consider myself a resource for healthy things. And so by, you know, my company's Forhealthyconnections, and I help people connect with community and resources to improve the health of their business and their life. And that's the networking piece of it for business women, and the health piece of it, the nutrition piece of it, and adopting healthy lifestyles piece. And so those are my passions. And I believe that, you know, that this community allows me to be a better resource for people because I have a connection into all of you. And so Cara has healthy things that I feel hold on. Okay, my dog needs to eat. So I'm gonna quiet myself. And who wants to go next? How about Dr. Emma?
I'll go. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Emma Wagner. I'm a chiropractor in St. Clementine. My job is very simple. I help you regain and maintain your vitality. You don't hear me? Yeah, you hear me? Mm-hmm. So I was saying my job is simple. I will really help you regain and maintain your vitality. I do it in very different ways depending on the person. So I'm a doctor. I've been a doctor of chiropractic for 20 plus years. I'm very interested in a lot of different aspect modalities. All are holistic, natural, really empowering people into taking and making better decisions for themselves. So I'm a doctor of chiropractic. I have some functional medicine training. I'm an energy healer. I'm a medical intuitive. I have a lot of tools in my belt to really help you. The first step is really help you figure out why you're not feeling well. I had a gentleman yesterday coming in, and it's like, I got COVID early March, and since that I've been feeling down. I'm not getting back my energy. I'm feeling really downhill, and I feel like I aged 10 years over the last month. And so we started talking about what's going on. We ran some tests. We looked at what's happening in his system, and really his problem was mindset. And his brain got stuck into that idea that he was going to die, and he couldn't let go of the fear of his love with his daughters. And that's what we worked on. And living the session is like, I'm taller, I feel better, my muscles, my joints doesn't ache as much, and I'm feeling good. I had another woman yesterday that came in, and she's like, can we look at my wrist? I've been having wrist pain for over a year. The doctor says there's nothing to do about it. It's arthritis. I'm like, sure, yeah, let's look at it. And I have a little tool, it's called an activator. We did some low impulsions on it, and right afterward, our joints was moving better, the inflammation was gone. she was able to use her hand and she was able to grab again. And she's like, but the doctor said it was arthritis. There was nothing to do. I really would like working with people that have gotten like diagnosis from medical doctors where, well, you have something, it's chronic, there's not much to do about it. I really like those kind of mystery illnesses, and I really like helping people regain their vitality, regain their power, able to enjoy life again. Because for me, this is amazing to see how, how we can help people so easily, naturally, and giving you your power back over your life. So that's what I do. I'm Dr. Emma Wagner.
Dr. Emma, it's so nice to have you back and to hear your voice. And you do help so many people. I think that your tagline was birthed in the HeartLink network, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they call me a body whisperer because I'm so gentle in people. I'm a chiropractor, but it doesn't crack. So the body whisperer was Dali's. I really like it.
Dolly Latinsky. So that when you were doing a demo a couple years ago in the meeting, and then somebody shouted out, "She's the body whisperer," and so it just fits her perfectly. Definitely intuitive and just special, and spends a lot of time. I mean, I'll give you my shout out now. You've done work with me with one of my sons, and you are so patient. Like you give of yourself fully. There was no rush. You are so knowledgeable. The education you just get from meeting with Dr. Emma alone is valuable. So anyway, thank you for what you've done with my family. You'll see us again soon. Okay, so let's move on to Swetcha. Swetcha, you want to go ahead? You're muted.
I got it now. My food just was super hot, so I just tossed it in my refrigerator. So I'm switching from laptops. That might not be the good lighting.
It's nice. It's
camera,
fine.
But can you hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm Swetcha. I'm also a licensed esthetician. I work in a salon in Laguna Niguel. It's called City Threading. And I've seen Cara coming here a couple of times, but it's just that we haven't talked about like this community. But next time we'll talk about it, Cara. I like to do like threading. I shape the eyebrows and I put my whole heart into it. Like I look everybody's eyebrow and I talk to them before I get started. It's just like quick service, but I take more time talking to them and knowing about what they want, like what they want to look like. And I tell them, how do I do it? And I can, that will look good as what they're expecting, or they will get a different shape. So from everybody, after my service, I get like, they appreciate it, they like how I do it. And I have some reviews, 25, 30 within like a couple of years, and all the reviews are 5-star reviews, no less than 5 stars. So which is like, I'm very proud of that, and I want to maintain that in a very long way. Yeah, after that, I am just getting trained about lashing, eyebrow laminations, and so many more. So if you're around the city, Laguna Niguel, you can just visit me. I can offer like 50% off from my personal investment on henna. I do henna art as well, like this on any body part. So I want to, like all of the members here, I want to give you like 50% off whatever design, whatever you like. So yeah, just let me know if you want, then I can just send you my address and we can set up an appointment for that.
Oh, that's so generous. Thank you. How about HeartLink Network henna tattoos? We'll do it. Well, I'm gonna have. Well, I shouldn't say have. I asked Swetcha if she would participate in our first in-person HeartLink and come and do that for all of us. It doesn't have to be a HeartLink tattoo, which is whatever you want. And that'll be so fun. So thank you for being here for the first time. You're a first timer, newbie.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to Lucinda, another first timer.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much. real quick story before I get into myself. I have to tell you that Caprice and I met officially in person a week and a half ago, maybe. Yeah. So we're at Romeo Cucina's, and my husband and I have gone there for years. And we typically, it was date night. We have like 2 hours with the kids. You know, we can get out, get a drink and dinner, and then we go home. So we've been there for years, and we're talking, and I met her husband, and Caprice walks in, and we start chatting, and I look over, and I'm like, you look so familiar. And it was just by seeing her face through, I had joined the group, but I have never participated in the Facebook Lives or these type of events either. So anyway, it was just through that we ended up meeting and talking, and she encouraged me to come participate. So I'm really happy to be here, and thank you again.
Oh, you're welcome. I didn't start your time yet, and that was just so fun. We got to share a glass of wine together, our husbands talk. So I have a feeling we're going to be doing something again, the 4 of us in the future. So that was great.
I do. I think golf, we might have a foursome of golf. So yeah.
Okay, well, go take it away. I'll go ahead and start your time now.
All right. So I'm Lucinda Lambros. I am a financial advisor to mostly single women. And I've learned over the years that financial advisor means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So real quickly, I help with life insurance. I help with college planning. I help with retirement planning, 401k, IRAs. What else? I think I'm missing a big boat out there of something or another. But basically, when it comes to anything from a personal finance, I help mostly single women with it. And the ages range from 40 on up. So we deal with Social Security issues, Medicare issues, all types of questions from all different angles. And I think my big ask is, if you know a woman who is going through a transition in her life, either through divorce or being widowed, or sometimes just by choice, but they're ready to make some big financial decisions or just have some questions, I am happy to help. It's my calling. I discovered it about 7 years ago. And I take phone calls all the time from people. Sometimes it's just great to have a second set of eyes on a account statement. So that's how I help.
Well, do you work with women that are wanting to invest, or what if someone is just at a spot where they want to grow their income and they need to get into a better, they get into a better financial position than they are now?
So actually both. I find a lot of women have a lot of questions, either by default, they have come into money that they haven't necessarily had before. So I will help them decide, I do a lot of listening. So I ask questions and want to find out what their goals are. And, what are they thinking? Are they concerned about retirement? What keeps them up at night? Do they want to put a down payment for a home? Are they trying to save for college for their kids? Will they support their parents when they get older? So everyone's priorities are different. So I do help with investing. I also help with planning from a 5, 10, 20 years down the road too.
Great. Well, thank you for being here. It's great. I love your disposition. You seem really approachable and just like you'd be a great person to speak with about this. So I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Great. So let's go to Jenny Ritchie.
Unmute myself. Yay. Hello, ladies. It has been too long since I've been here. It is great to be with all of you sisters. Sometimes we get busy and we don't do the things that feed us. So I want to ask you, when was the last time that you doubted your ability to be successful in business? Or do you feel like you're working hard, but you're close, but there's just something that you're missing? So that's what I help people with. My name is Jenny Ritchie. I coach women in network marketing, direct selling, solopreneur, with those belief and mindset issues. We really all have them, and whatever stage yours are at, it's just important to take a self-check and see if those things are holding you back from where you know you can go. I also believe in mindset is one piece. The other side is the action, right? We have to do something, being consistent, using the time that we have, consistency, accountability, those kinds of things. So the belief in mindset as well as the action habits, those steps forward. And as we head into Q4, I know, life seems crazy, but we also want to build our businesses and move forward. So if you need help with that, my ask is probably a couple things. I have a Facebook group, Mindset and Motivation Facebook group. I know Caprice is in it, and I think Kari, for women in network marketing and direct selling. But there's a lot of great information also for solopreneurs. So I would invite you to that. I'll put the link in the chat. Also, if you have a network marketing team or you know of someone who has a network marketing team and need a belief shot in the arm, that's where I come in, and I can come in and do a team training for your ladies and just, encourage them, help motivate them along with what you're doing for them. So that's where I am. And you guys are just awesome. I'm so glad to be here. I love feeling the sisterhood. And Heather, so interesting about Pinterest. Really, really enjoyed your information. So I think that's definitely something I could take advantage of. So I appreciate that. And I really am just really happy to be here among you. So thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. And remember, if you have access to Facebook right now, go ahead and put your contact information in the live stream commentary. Thank you.
Okay, we'll do it.
Okay, looks like Sylvia joined us. Sylvia Adler. Hi.
Hey.
Welcome.
How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for being here.
Can you hear me? Okay. Yes. It's the first time I ever log in from my car.
You're behind. That's so many people do their lives in their car. I could never quite understand that.
I know, but I haven't been going out that much. So I had to meet with someone this morning and it just ran a bit late. So thank you for texting me. So hi, everyone. I'm sorry I cannot see who is on because I can only see the speaker and Caprice. But I'm Sylvia Adler with Smart Health, doing hospice work still part-time. And I'm an integrative nutrition health coach / educator. And as of a month ago, I'm a breath coach. And that is truly almost taking over my life because I've had so many people approach me and ask me about that. So I'm just elated to know that people are understanding the importance of breathing properly. And it's something that we all do. It's the great equalizer because regardless of everything, wherever you come from, we all do the same thing, right? We breathe between 25,000 and 30,000 times a day. And we do it dysfunctionally and it affects our entire health and wellness. So I'm looking forward to doing workshops on breathing. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what it is that my offering is going to be. But in the meantime, I love to just have one-on-ones with people and have them do a couple of exercises to help them realize how they're breathing. So Sylvia Adler with Smart Health by Sylvia. And that's it. I can't hear you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Sylvia. Yes, and you're going to be going into my Healthy Living community today and doing a Facebook Live on breath work.
Yes. What time did you want me there?
Anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah,
okay.
Anytime.
I'll drive home and I'll do it afterwards.
So I'll post here in the chat my Healthy Living community. That's really a page for encouraging people to healthy lifestyle habits, keeping the reminders of healthy tips and recommendations, education front of mind. You learn a lot about why it's important. Not just, we hear all the time, cut gluten, cut dairy, get more sleep. Who knows why? Does anybody know why? We hear those, that's just all the time. So we teach people why those things are important. And so I'll post the link. It's called Live Healthy, Be Happy. It's a co-led group by myself and others. And you're welcome to join it. It's invite friends. It's for anybody that wants to be encouraged. It's not a selling place, so it's not a networking place, but it is a place to support other people. It's not just for women. There's women and men in it. And you have something really great to offer. And the breath work was one of our things that we wanted to share in our Shred 10, because right now we're in our 10 days to a healthier you as a program that we offer. And it's we're in the home stretch, the 9th day. The topic was breath work, and nobody wanted to take that topic. So then I was like, okay, well, I know the perfect person who could take that topic, and she's a Juice Plus customer too. So so I'm happy to give you that opportunity, and we'll be blessed by it, honestly. So I'm looking forward to what kind of comments you get when you come in there live. So just whenever you want to do it today would be perfect. Okay, let's move on to Lauren Powers.
Yes, thank you, ladies. I don't know about you guys, but when Sylvia said that she does breath work, I immediately did a big, deep inhale.
Don't go breathing. Up. I learned you don't inhale up.
Right, and yes, I totally resonated with that. In fact, there was 3 of us plus myself on the 5-day belly buster ab challenge, which yes, Caprice, our leader, was there. Cara was there. Is it Carrie Woodson?
It's Kari, like sorry.
Oh, Kari, okay, Cara and Kari.
but sorry, not sorry.
There you go. Yeah, so I wanted, acknowledge you ladies for, getting up at 8 a.m. or being on live at 8 a.m. and just really setting that mindset of putting our health first. And what Jenny was talking about, the same thing, all about mindset work. And it's so important. I mean, everybody talks about it, but there's a reason why, because it's the basis of everything, really. And I know Caprice agrees with me on this. It's about, without your health, really, what is our wealth? I mean, I say that, you hear that, but if you really think about it, it really makes sense. Because so many women, we get so busy building our wealth and our business and our network marketing and our groups and our empowerment groups and all these things that we do as professional women that we forget about ourselves. And so I found that so many women that come to me, they're like, Lauren, there's no more time in the day for me. I take care of my husband and my business and my kids and all these things that they don't have time to work out, or they don't have time to eat right, or they grab what's easy, and all these things are happening and their health is declining, or they're gaining weight, and just things that happen as we go older, that I really want to switch that mindset and put ourselves first. And that's my whole thing, is make our health our top priority instead of our last. Because without our health, what really is all our wealth? Everything that we know, love, and care. If something happened to us, God forbid, everybody that we love so much suffers. Because let's face it, as women, we're usually the rock of the family. I mean, you know what I mean? You guys, a lot of you have big families, and you're the basis of everything. So it's all about that. I'd like to invite you guys, it's not too late to jump into the ab challenge. I put the link earlier. I'll put it up again in the Facebook group. Jump on it. It's free. It's the best news. Yes, there's my time's up. So the links will be there. I've got the Body Breakthrough Club on Facebook group. That's also a free thing. And we're going to share all kinds of tips and tricks on health and wellness and how to stay healthy and wealthy and happy. All 3. So
Lauren, would you post the link to the Belly Buster Challenge in the live stream?
Yes.
On Facebook?
Yes.
Thank
on
you.
The Facebook. Yes, for sure.
Awesome.
That, and then the Facebook group as well, kind of like what everybody else did.
Yeah, I've learned so much just in 2 days of doing it, and 2 days in a row of I got up long before. It motivated me to get up earlier this morning too. And there's something about, Lauren, where you get FOMO if you don't show up. I'm surprised so many people didn't show up, honestly, because there were like 150 people that registered for it, and like 29 people that have been showing up the last 2 days. So it's amazing. This is something I've learned. Well, I always live by this concept of showing up, showing up even when you don't necessarily feel like it. And there's been times I really didn't feel like it. And there's been a couple times when I didn't show up because of it and I regretted it. But
There's
Robbie
doubt.
Motter, Robbie Motter, who is the leader of the Global Society of Female Entrepreneurs, who's just amazing. If you don't know her, join. Angeline Benjamin is a longtime HeartLink member that became a GSFE leader, and she's amazing, and she leads the GSFE chapter in Southern California, and that happens on the evening of the 4th Tuesday of the month. So mine's during the day, hers is during the evening. By the way, next month in December, it's actually going to be on the 3rd Tuesday because of the fact that there's Christmas and Thanksgiving fall on the 4th Tuesday. So, but anyway, I encourage you to follow that group, get to know Angeline, get to know Robbie Motter. But Robbie has a book coming out about showing up. And I'm so blessed to be one of the chapters in the book. So it's coming out soon. And I thank Robbie Motter for including me and so many amazing women in that group about what developed, what appeared for them when they showed up. So, okay, so we're going to move forward now to Rosalie. Rosalie, Roscoe's, he's excited for your presentation. He misses you so much. My dog loves Rosalie because Rosalie would feed him during the meetings. And once she did that the first time, he never left her side every meeting.
I only feed him good stuff, not bad stuff for dogs. So, hi, I'm Rosalie with RD Fashion Obsessions. Unlike some of you who seem so focused and so on, I'm a little bit scatterbrained, so I take on many different things. One of my lines is, but I love helping women looks good and therefore feeling good on the inside as well. One of the line that I'm very proud of that I represent is a line of jewelry, just like the one I'm wearing now and the lanyards that we have, where literally with a touch of a button, you can change the look of what it does and change the color, or maybe you wanted to do, there's an Arbonne one, for instance, maybe you want to do as a button for your personal business. And it's actually a really good marketing tools to walk around with these, even when you're not going to a meeting or anything, because people will just come up and comment on how pretty your jewelry look and so forth. So like this is, for instance, a piece of jewelry. You see there's a little hole there. You literally in 2 seconds could add a piece of thing to personalize that. I'm kind of a little bit late with what do you call that, St. Patty's Day, but we have other things by color alone or maybe by holidays and so on. I also represent a line of really cool sleeves that I have underneath here. It's called Sleevey Wonders. I have not been taking any of Lauren's belly cruncher, but what I really need is arm buster, and you know the little thing here. So I like to wear these underneath my top, my sleeveless top, and so on, and just allow my arms to be slightly covered. And also, it's getting cold, so we don't want to get the chicken skin bumps or whatever you get when you get cold, and you know, headlights and all that good stuff. Anyway, I do also a line of I don't know if you recognize these lipsticks and so on that literally does not come off when you eat and drink wine, and you know, so you know the holidays are coming up. We're all going to be doing that a lot, so be prepared for that as well. Also, French kissing, stay on. And if you need any, okay, thanks. If you need any special cards for holidays, could be for Christmas, Hanukkah, or maybe Thanksgiving, please let me know. I work within many different budgets. It's all handmade, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much. And I'll post my information on the chat and on Facebook. Thanks.
Great, thank you. I miss your energy in person, Rosalie. I miss you so much. Yeah, and you know, buy those cards. I'll give my little shout out now because her talent is just bar none when it comes to making these handmade cards. I mean, she's made some spectacular. In fact, next meeting I'll bring one of the cards she made for my 50th birthday, which is still I wanted to frame it. I'm so bad at following through with those kind of things, and but I cherish it, and I'll bring it next time to show you because it was incredible. And now that Rosalie can't be in person, because I know that a lot of her cards were sold sold in person at events. Please think about her when you have something special to send and ask her to make it for you, because it's that would really support her too. I know, you know, in these times. So
can I just throw in a comment really quick, Caprice, for Rosalie, because I have triplet daughters that graduated like a year ago, but I had her make cards for their graduation, and we did it through the mail. Like, I didn't see her in person, and she made a card individual for each girl with the college colors. So she can do that and send it to you too.
Yeah, that's awesome. She is very talented. And my mom loves Rosalie. When she talks about the 3 ladies in her life that she loves very much, she talks about me, she talks about, you know, her daughter-in-law, and she talks about Rosalie. And she loves Rosalie's sleevey wonders, and so hopefully she's buying. I think she wants to buy more, she mentioned to me the other day. So okay, we're gonna
just got 2.
Oh, okay. Tell her I said hi. Tell mom I said hi. Okay, next, Michelle Gregory.
Hi, I'm Michelle Gregory. I too also promote 3 different businesses. I have Norwex, which I most recently added. It's cleaning products. You're using just water and they're cleaning products to get rid of 99% of the germs and dirt within your home. Great product line. I'm enjoying using it. Also, I do Ruby Ribbon Shapewear. It's about looking your best in your clothes so you feel your best on the inside too. What I typically promote the most at this time of year is my handmade jewelry business. Unfortunately, a lot of the shows that I normally would be in either have created so many restrictions and cut back their vendors so much that I wasn't accepted in this year, or they aren't even having the events. So I'm still going to try and do a home show at my house in November, and I'm going to run it over 3 days so people can space out when they come. I'll try and actually do some lives during that time showing some of my jewelry pieces. So if people like Caprice or somebody shows up, I'll have her help me with those kind of things. But my jewelry is all handmade by me. I do what's called wire wrap, and I do some beading. So with wire wrap, you know, and using different gauges of wire and making pendants, rings, necklaces out of it. And I'd love for you to have a chance to see what I do in person. So just get in touch with me, Michelle Gregory. Thanks.
Thank you, Michelle. Another very talented person. Okay, then lastly is me. So I want to share that I just posted in the chat the social media 101, raise your vibe, raise your value. And it's really perceived value, because you know that we're all valuable. We've got so much to offer and give. But if we're not being seen in social media, then the perception is less value, right? So we want to be seen, and we want to let people know, you know, the value that we offer. So this course, it's 28 days, interactive group coaching. It's there's not a lot of requirements. You don't have to feel like, you know, oh my gosh, I don't have time for that, because all it is, I mean, it's a lot, but what it is on this week, tomorrow, those of you who are already registered will get an email with some tools, the private Facebook page, and in that page, once a week on Mondays, and we're going to discuss the right time this week that fits most of your needs to be on it live. But if you can't be on it live, no big deal. It'll be live streamed into the group, and it's going to be recorded. And then on the 5 other days of the week, I'm going to come in with a top tip, a top social media tip relating to improving your visibility on Facebook or Instagram, or both, because there's a lot of overlap. And so you're going to get 26, like A through Z, over the course of the 28 days. And again, those will be 10 to 15 minutes. They'll be live streamed. So if you're watching, you can come in if you want to interact live. Otherwise, it'll be in there recorded, and you can just, it's just 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. So you can watch them anytime. And then there's going to be some challenges. So if you really want to learn the skills or practice the skills you're learning, then there'll be some challenges for you to do some posting using the skills that I'm teaching. There'll be some prizes, and all of the information that's in this private group will be extended for your viewing all the way through the end of November. So a lot of great value, I think, there. And I'm excited for those of you. Thank you for those of you who already RSVP'd. I am excited about sharing what I've learned over all of these years and what I stay on top of, because it really is a full-time job staying on top of what social media strategies will help your businesses. And then everybody knows that I am with an amazing company that I love to share the name of, which is the Juice Plus Company. And for how many years now? 27 years, concentrated plant powders have been available for people to guarantee their nutrition from fruit, vegetables, berries, from algae in the sea. That is where we actually get our omega-3s, not fish. So we provide a simple product line that will allow you to get upwards of over 50, 60, even 70 different types of produce in your body every day, helping your immune system, helping your heart health, helping protect your health. We even help people grow their own food. So if you're somebody who juices, you go to the farmer's market a lot, it's not, and I know that's an experience, so I'm not saying don't go to the farmer's market, but it is expensive, and I can help you grow your own kale, Swiss chard, herbs, tomatoes, everything, parsley, lots of cucumbers, things you put in shakes and smoothies, so much less expensively than you going to buy it, and readily available right out your patio door. So I really have a lot of passion for this. If you're curious about the Tower Garden, I posted a live video this morning on my personal Facebook page. Check it out, and help us spread the word about. We live in a world where I'm thankful people are becoming more aware of the importance of fueling their health, and helping your body function optimally, and helping your immune system do its job. And I'm grateful that people are becoming more aware of that. Now I'm praying that people take action and they're consistent. And so I can help you with that through my Shred 10 program, help you adopt healthier lifestyle habits. And I believe in progress, not perfection. So my program isn't going to be like, getting on you and making you feel guilt and shame because you haven't followed every guideline. It's going to move with you as you grow and celebrate you as you succeed and build a healthier lifestyle over time. So that's what I do. Everyone knows how to reach me. I love helping people in business too, which is why the social media course. And again, I am Caprice for Healthy Connections, helping you improve the health of your business and the health of your life. So that we're done here. So now let's do I'm going to ask everyone to do one shout out. I know that's tough, but let's do that real quick, and then we'll end with the drawings. So I'm going to go to a gallery view, and then you could just start raising your hand. Jenny.
Yeah, I am loving Kari's fizz sticks from Arbonne, and I cannot get through the day without a fizz stick, and it's better than stuff that has a bunch of chemicals and is not healthy. So thank you so much, Kari. I really appreciate it.
Okay, and I ditto that. I have fizz sticks every single day. They are awesome. Okay, who else wants to go? Come on, raise hands quick. We have Rosalie. You're muted.
My husband a couple of weeks ago had gotten some strange, pain in his shoulder, which now led to really pain in his elbow and upper arms. And so it took forever for us to get an MRI and a doctor appointment, then an MRI appointment. He's actually getting an MRI tomorrow. But in the meantime, he has been seeing Dr. Wagner's, Emma's office, he actually see her husband, and it's been helping. I mean, he goes every couple of days, and it's bring it down a little bit. He said the pain literally gone when he's on the table. It comes back. So it got to be something else that's not normal. So that's why we're doing MRI, but they've been so good in putting him in, because like we called at the last minute and they were able to see him right away because they saw how much pain he was in.
Wow.
Good
Well,
job.
prayers for him, Rosalie.
I know.
Okay, that is nothing to worry about. Okay, who else? Emma, Dr. Emma.
I want to say something about Michelle jewelries. It's interesting how every time I'm wearing our jewelry, and I don't have, I have a few pair of earrings, and I love earrings. I always get compliments. People are like, oh, your earrings are so pretty. So I really like, just check out our jewelry. It's amazing. Very, very finely made and very precise. And just, she has a sense of heart that's just so pretty.
I agree. Who else? Any others? Kari.
I second that about Michelle's earrings. I'm not wearing mine, but I have some too. But I also wanted to do a shout out for Jenny. I have done her 6-week coaching program, which I found very valuable. It's for women in direct sales. And then I think she posted her link for her Facebook group. So lots of great tips there too.
Great. Cara.
So Swatcha, where did you go?
She's there.
Okay. It's weird. I didn't realize that who she was at first by just seeing her name there. But I have to tell you guys, I've been seeing her going to City Threading for a little over a month now. And your whole team in there, her mom, her niece, all of them work in there, and they are really good, very gentle. She's very caring, very good at her technique. And I started doing threading over 30 years ago. So I know a little bit about it. Hi, babe. I just wanted to shout out and say thank you to you. I'm going to come see you later and we're going to talk. So, yeah.
So it looks like she drove to work.
Oh, great.
She's
So
at work
there.
now. Okay, Lauren.
Yes, I wanted to give a shout out to Miss Cara, because I too had the COVID-20 going on and was starting to lose my 6-pack abs. And I'm like the fitness queen, hello. And I started getting my Zoom butt from doing this all day long. And so she jump started me with her CryoSkin, with the sculpting and the cooling the fat and toning and sculpting. I'm doing 3 different areas with her and it's working. So I'm super excited about it. I wanted to thank her.
Show them.
I have my waist. Yeah, I will show you. I'm getting my 6-pack back. I'm excited about it. Well, plus we just did we're starting the ab challenge, so I couldn't be all, too fluffy. But there they are.
Oh, woo. Okay, is that how mine are going to look after this 5-day challenge?
Yes, you've got 2 more days and you're going to look like that.
Go see
Be a
Cara.
billionaire, if I could promise that.
Okay, we're going to have to
scope them.
So we're going to have to do because we're running out of time. So we're going to go ahead and do the prize spins. But I just want to say, I mean, there's so many people I want to shout out here, because I don't like going to the mall, and I'd really prefer buying the things that I need from the people that I trust and love and that I can support and feel good about that. And so I use a lot of the products. I don't buy anything I don't need. I buy, in fact, Christina Martell, she's an insurance provider, and she's been coming to my group for 13 years. And I always felt like, there's nothing I need to buy from Christina. And then now 13 years later, she helped set up our new family insurance plan and healthcare and all that. And so I felt so good that I could finally, need something from Christina. Thank you, Christina. So I would just quickly, last shout outs I want to give to, oh my gosh, who was I going to shout out? I know. Where'd you go? Cara. I didn't see your face. That's why I was delaying. Cara also, she does a fantastic job with that sculpting. And I went in there too. And after I finished the belly blaster challenge, what she did is going to show up even more. Right. But really great. And also Suzanne, who's with her. I actually got a treatment, a facial from her last week. And I wanted to support Suzanne she has a place in my heart, because before COVID happened, she had just opened her space, her in the salon, to offer her services. And it was so exciting. And we were all excited to go in and see her space that literally she had just opened. Imagine the pride and the accomplishment that she felt. And literally a week later, it got shut down. And so I am excited that we now can go to see her in her home studio, which is really, really nice. And her service was amazing. So thank you, Suzanne. Okay, so now we're going to do the spin. So let me share. So what we're doing for all of you who are watching on Facebook, we are going in to do the drawings. So we have 2 drawings, and this is interesting. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. So we have 2 drawings, and I already set them up. So we have a drawing for the next spotlight speaker space. It's a 10 to 12 minute spot that someone has the stage in the HeartLink Network meeting to share. So today we got a wealth of information on Pinterest marketing from Heather Chee. And so next meeting, which is on the 4th Tuesday of this month, or you could choose the evening meeting that's on the last Wednesday of this month. And this person will win that spot. So we'll go ahead and I've got everyone in there.
Caprice, we don't see the usual spinning
We see
thing.
your email. Your email.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how's my email look?
Can't read it. It's too small.
Okay. Okay, so I guess I don't have this in the right browser. It's in the other browser, so that's why you can't see it. So what I'll do is I'm going to stop share, and I'm just going to go to the other browser. I got to do that right next time. Okay, so the winner is Cara Maldonado. You are lucky lately, girl. You had this 2 weeks ago. So now this is what you get for showing up. Now you get another 10 minutes to share about your program.
What happened? I'm sorry, I had to say bye to Susan. And
Okay. Well, you won the next spotlight speaker. So you get to pick
again.
You get to pick one of the next 2 meetings. I was just saying that you need to go to the casinos because you've won the spin for the donation. You won a spot. This is your second spotlight speaker opportunity. So yeah, you got some mojo going on, Cara.
As a side note, the father of my kids used to, because I'm not a gambler, I don't do any of that. He used to always make me go and take me because he said, that I was his good luck, good charm, so maybe it was true. I just thought he was saying that as an excuse, but okay, I'll take it.
Okay, so I'm doing the next spin, which is for our $50 meeting donation. And the suggestions that I received from all of you include Hitching Post Ministries. I think that's from Rosalie. Autism Speaks from Cara. Evans Valley Community Association from Michelle. Chalk Children's Hospital. Who was that from? Swetcha. Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Who was that from? Oh, I think that was from Heather, and she had to drop off. And
that was from me.
Healing Odyssey for Cancer from Kari. So I'm going to spin it now and see who the donation goes to. Okay, it's the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you, Caprice, very much.
Thank you for the suggestion. Okay, so that's the meeting. It was really fun. We went a few minutes over time, so I appreciate your patience. And let's give a big HeartLink hug. Wrap your arms around your shoulders, and let's, since we can't be in person with each other, we'll at least have a HeartLink hug. The lighting is not good. There. Okay.
No, it's the
Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Take care.